In this video, I built a successful landscaping business only to sell it and move to a new town with a brand new business. However, this time, things are a bit different. I have to make $1 million, and I only have a year to do it. Will I make $1 million or will I go broke? Stay tuned to find out. And if you guys enjoy videos like this and you want to see more, be sure to subscribe, and dropping a like helps too. Anyway, let's go make some money. Well, boys, it is another day, another dollar back out here at the landscaping business, and I have sold my last shed. Finally got the thing sold. It is set for delivery later on today. We got a bit of time before that, but last week my storage compound got broken into and a couple things stolen from it. The cops got involved, of course. However, we've got pretty much everything sorted. The thieves were caught and insurance replaced everything that wasn't damaged or could be not returned. So everything's good there. Business is still booming as usual. Now, I was going to hire a security guard to monitor that place 24/7, but I have installed a new gate and police said they'd ramp up checks around that area, so we should be okay. Now, what's not okay is this skid steer right here. It's great for, you know, doing what we need to do day-to-day wise, but I'm not a fan of the wheeled setup. I much prefer tracks compared to wheels. And yes, well, it does have a technical track setup on it. It is horrible. So, over the last couple days, I've been working on a trade deal. This skid steer and this tractor for a, I wouldn't say an off-brand skid steer, but it's not a very common skid steer at the moment. However, I'd say we're getting the better end of the deals, so we're going to grab the trailer, unload the lawnmower, and get these things loaded up, and hopefully go make a deal. So, at the moment here, I have $113K. Now, that's close to being able to pay off my $150,000 loan to buy the shed business. Oh, I don't think we're going to fit both of these pieces of equipment on here. Maybe we can try. Anyways, we just about have enough money to pay that off. However, I don't think we're going to do that. We've been trying to search for an excavator and a dump truck, and I might have a possible lead on one for next week. We'll have to wait and see though. But unfortunately, that's going to eat up a ton of our money. So I'm not too sure how that's going to go. Ooh, dang, I'm not sure if we're going to fit here. Oh, it's going to be so close. Okay, you know what? As long as I don't take turns too sharp, I think we might actually be okay. Oh, but it's going to be so close, though. I'm going to have to be extra careful. Now, normally, I wouldn't have traded this tractor in at all. It's a great thing to have, especially for mowing, but it's just too small to run a batwing mower, and we need a tractor that can at least run that. So, as sucky as it is, the John Deere has to go, and we're getting a great trade for it, so it's well worth it on my end. At least I hope we're getting a good trade. I don't know yet. I haven't even checked this thing out, but hopefully everything goes to plan. Well, if this ain't enough tools to get the job done, I don't know what is. We are completely loaded down here. We got the new skid steer. Everything was good on it. We had no issues giving it a test run, and yeah, I think I did pretty dang well on my end of the deal. If someone was to go buy all these attachments new, thousands and thousands of dollars. We got them for like a fraction of the price for what we traded. And this skid steer is newer and it's tracked. So I'm pretty sure I just got myself the deal of a flippin' lifetime here. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe this skid steer is the biggest hunk of junk ever, but I don't think so. I was gonna try pronounce the name of this skid steer. I'm not even gonna take a crack at it because I don't even know, so we're just gonna call it the skid steer. Well, we're back at the shop here, and I have got so many tools to unload here. Now, with this many tools, this opens up so many new job possibilities. It is actually ridiculous. First tool we got here is a trencher. These two right here are buckets. We got a smooth bucket and a tooth bucket. Right here, we got a grapple bucket and a grader, which reminds me, I probably should grade the yard. It is looking all rutted up. A brush cutter, which is huge. I love these things. You can make lots of money just cutting brush, so that is huge to have. And then we've also got a post hole digger, which is also super, super nice to have. Now, I've got these all laid out here because I got to figure out where exactly I'm putting them all because I don't even know myself. I'm thinking a lot of them, we can get them on these racks here. There. Would you look at that? I am going to call that good enough. Everything's organized, nice and neat. This should be perfect. So, I just got the call that the new shed owner is ready for his delivery here, so we're going to get it out to him here. Surprised the old GMC started. Usually they don't tend to do that. And on the trailer it goes. Get some flags going here, get a wide load sign on. There we go. Or oversized load, I guess. Same thing. All right. What else is left? Turn on the flashers. Let's roll. So the place where we're delivering this shed is not a far drive from our current shop because this is my old house. I rented it a while back. The new owners want to put a shed out here. I can't imagine why because they've already got a shop, but who am I to say what they can and can't have on their property? So they want it right about here, so that means we got to move forward a good bit and about here. Actually, never mind. I completely forgot how to do this. So as I go forward, I have to move the shed back. That's how we do it. There's a lot of steps here. It's hard to remember. And there we go, on the ground. Just got to fold the trailer back up here. Take off our markers, or flags, I guess. Got our check, and we are out of here. $25,000. So that means that our last shed is sold now. So we have to call our builder, get him to build us some more sheds, and we can go back to making some good money. This is probably the most profitable part of the business we have, next to maybe the landscaping. So I'm thinking since we aren't going to have any sheds here for a little bit, I probably should have let the guy know sooner that we needed sheds, but oh well, it is what it is. At any rate, we're going to stick this back in the shop. Just let it sit there for a while. It also needs a wash, that's for sure. There we go. We even got a drain right in the floor, so we can just wash it right in here. Oh, it does not get much better than this. Other than my hose is a little bit short to get to the truck here. There we go. Lots cleaner. All right, so I'm just headed out here to the storage and car wash place there. We just had some brand new fence installed. Luckily, the business footed the bill for that. Well, insurance too. But the little bit we had to pay just came out of what the business makes every week here. So it is what it is. But the business has still been doing really well. So we're still making money at any rate. Dang, why is the car wash so empty? Oh, I guess it's lunchtime, so that makes sense. So this is the whole new gate and fence system along the front here. We're going to put a keypad in, so you got to type in a code and then you can actually get in. But for now, we're just going to put a lock around it. But it just open up real nice like that. That is sweet. And it's a super tall fence, so ain't nobody just hopping right over that sucker. A bit taller than the old one, that's for sure. The only thing I hate about it is it is see-through, so you can kind of see what's in there, but I mean, not much you can do about that. At any rate, things are still moving along pretty good. Well, it is the next day here, and I woke up to a call from the person who we delivered the shed to yesterday, and they said they wanted power trenched in. Now, I'm no electrician, but I do have a trencher now, so I can trench the, trench that they need to get power there. We're gonna get all that loaded up, and we can head out here. Could be a nice little opportunity to give my new skid steer a little test. Hopefully everything goes well. That, and they also want some rock spread, so we're gonna have to grab one of our buckets here too. Well, I've got the trencher in the dump trailer. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to fit the skid steer in as well, but we're going to give it a try. And up onto the trailer, if it'll let me. Oh, we're so close. Come on. We made it on. Well, everything's loaded up. Let's get the heck out of here. Get off to our new job. I'm doing more work to this property than when I had it. But this time, I'm getting paid for it. Okay, so they did the call before you dig deal. So basically, we got to go from right here all the way back around, right over here. And then we got to put rock all along this, and then right up to here, and right up to here. Pretty simple stuff. I should have brought my lawnmower, though. Maybe they got a push mower in there or something. I can just mow around this so I'm not having to dig up a bunch of grass. Okay, so trenching first. Then we'll lay in the gravel. That way we're not having to dig up a bunch of gravel trenching over here. I'm not sure why they want power out here, why they wouldn't just run an extension cord, but I'm not complaining. I'm getting paid for this. This trencher has this neat little feature. You can just move this over and over here. Then we get to go from right along right here and back. You might want to get this nice and straight though. There we go. Okay, fire it up. And let's get moving. Oh, we're making some progress here. It's slow, but we are moving, which is good. Just trying to get the idea of how to run this thing. All right, just a little more here. And we are done. So by the time I go and grab the rock that we're gonna need to get all them paths made, the electrician should be here and get that line all in and get it all covered back up. And we should be good to go. This job's moving along pretty fast and we're gonna get paid a ton of money for it. Just getting back to the house here with the rock. We are making some really good time. The homeowner called me, told me that the electrician had been here. They got electricity to the shed and we're good to go. We're gonna start laying down this gravel. I'm just gonna get some of it dumped out kind of right starting if I can get this trailer straight here, right about here. Then we'll just go along here and didn't take too long. Just dumping out the last of this right out front of the shed here. This dump isn't perfect, but it should do the job. Just gotta swap out our trencher for our bucket here real quick. It's the smooth bucket, so it should make pretty light work of this stuff. Just gotta try get it all graded out. That's the hard part. I should have brought that little grader thing over here. That would have worked perfectly. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I should go grab that. I don't know. So I went and got the grader, and holy smokes, was this the best attachment I have ever bought. I don't know how I lived without this thing before. It worked absolutely amazing. Trying to grade with a bucket? Nah, screw that. I'm using this thing from now on. At least for gravel. For dirt, I can see how it wouldn't work as well, but for gravel, this thing's perfect. At any rate, I think we are pretty much done. We're gonna get this all loaded back up and head on out after we collect our money, of course. And just like that, job's finished. Let's go grab our money. $7,000 is what we made off that job. Seems steep, but when you get to trenching and laying gravel and stuff, that does not come cheap at all. So this skid steer and trencher, even though it was a trade, already paid for itself big time. Now, hopefully we can get a couple jobs like that every week and we'd be making loads of money and we'll get to $1 million in no time. But it's still a lot of investments I want to do. Since it's such a pain to try and load from this dump trailer, I'm just going to try this. I think we did this with a tractor and it worked phenomenally, so it worked just as well with a skid steer. Oh yeah, so much easier. So I brought out the brush cutter because everything out here is so overgrown. It needs to be cut very badly. We're gonna try to do some of that. There's also a lot of brush out here and I'd like to get that cleaned up as well. And then eventually, if I can, maybe put a lot of gravel out here. That'd be nice too. So I've got pretty much all the brush cleared out on this side. There's still a little bit over there. So I'm just mowing the rest of this down. I guess I probably should use the lawnmower, but this stuff seems pretty thick. So yeah, this thing's handling pretty easy. I guess we'll just stick with this. It is gonna take a bit longer though, but it is what it is. Now I did mention a little while ago that I was possibly considering renting trailers as another business to add on to our current businesses. And a lot of you guys thought I shouldn't do that. So that's probably not an avenue we're gonna go to. But someday if I have an excess amount of money to buy trailers, maybe we'll do that. Seems like a pretty decent cash flow opportunity. But I do gotta say, this new skid steer way outperformed what I thought it would do. It has plenty of lifting power, plenty of hydraulic power. It's just great all around. Maybe at some point, if I need a bigger skid steer, I might just go with the same brand, because I know they do make some bigger ones. These are one of their smaller ones, but if there's a bigger one, I can see that as a very nice option. But for now, we'll just stick with this. Well, that is about all I'm gonna do for today. I've still got all around the shop and that side as well. So there's still lots left to do, but yeah, that's all I'm gonna do for today. It's already been a crazy long day. We have gotten lots done, but we do have $145,000 saved up here. I think if I can find a good excavator and dump truck setup, which I think I may have found one, still waiting on that, but it is a possibility. If we do get that, that would be the next big way to expand our business and get us making a lot more money. Because if I want to build that next storage compound, I'm gonna need a lot of cash, and I've still got a lot of debt. So we'll see what we can do. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed. Subscribe, and goodbye.